question for you.
Were you one of the tens of thousands of people that used to fill in those annual readers' poll forms in all the biggest and best pop mags back in the day, like Smash Hits, Number One, Just 17, and many others?
Well, you'll love the next few hours. We've got a whole bunch of sing-along, feel-good party anthems from some of the biggest poll winners of the decade.
And we start in 1990 when these boys from Boston cleaned up with the awards for Best Group, Best Dressed, and singer Jordan Knight was Most Fanciable Male that year.
Did you win that?
No.
No, sorry about that. But anyway, starting off our poll winners pop party, it's the New Kids on the Block.
We're A1 running down those 90s pop poll winners, year by year.
And we got more on the way next. We're back and our poll winners pop party continues with another lady who made it big that year.
Before the break, 1990's best female and most fanciable pop star was Madonna. But the year also saw a young British girl being voted as best new acts thanks to a string of quirky little tunes, all produced by DJ and remix crew, the Beatmasters.
This was her first solo smash. Let's go back to school with Betty.
So we're into 1991, and you might be surprised to hear that those EMF boys picked up Best British Group that year, and that's still a great song 3 decades later, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it is. So, who else dominated the polls that year? New Kids were still huge, but the tide was turning as they'd started to feature near the top of the worst group lists as well, clearly splitting the vote and leaving the door open for some newcomers to follow. We'll see who that might be soon.
Meanwhile, this Australian chap was still the top male solo artist, and in 1991 he was popping on his Technicolor Dreamcoat and heading for number 1 on the singles chart yet again. Who is it?
I close my eyes.
Yeah, but who is it?
It's Jason Gold.
Yeah.
Everyone is a top pop poll winner, with plenty more still to come.
Stay right there and the party continues
Right after this.
Hi everyone, I'm Ben.
And I'm Mark from A1, and we are here on Now 90s.
We are reminiscing and digging out loads of feel-good party hits from the decade's biggest readers' poll winners.
Before the break, who remembered Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
And who on earth voted for them as Best Dance Act in 1991?
Yeah, we never won that. Well, Mark was the brother of Donny from New Kids, but soon the spotlight swung away from the States and shone instead on the northwest of England, where 5 lads were modelling themselves on those boys from across the Atlantic.
And breaking through in 1992, it's Take That.
Ah, good old Kylie. She was 1992's best female in all your favourite pop magazine readers' polls.
And that was also the year that clean-cut Northerners Take That found themselves preparing to go head-to-head with 4 streetwise oiks from London. And their rivalry would be intense. But wait, here's a clue. Here's a clue.
It all started fairly innocently when Tony, Brian, Terry and John picked up Best New Act at the end of 1992 and invited us all to join their House of Love.
It's E17, isn't it? We're A1 running down those 90s pop poll winners, year by year.
And we got more on the way next. Hi again, I'm Mark.
And I'm Ben from A1 here on Now 90s with the biggest poll-winning acts of the decade.
Right now we're deep in 1993 with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Before the break, picking up best single that year, and it's still an absolute banger today.
Next, the top-rated dance act of that year, Ray and Anita hit the top 20 4 times with some big tunes. You know what they were?
No, no. No, 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 no. No Limit,
Yes,
Faces,
we
and
got there
Maximum
eventually.
Overdrive. And this track, which was in the charts right across May and June.
Get ready to do the tribal dance. The tribal dance.
Very good, with 2 Unlimited. And those Eternal Girls were 1993's best new act in your favourite pop magazine readers' polls. But let's dive into 1994 next with 3 big acts on the way.
For starters, this Geordie duo had burst onto our TV screens in Baker Grove. Baker Grove.
We're not offending anyone with that.
No, well, anyway. But little did we know they'd become the nation's favourite hosts over the next 25 years and beyond.
You might not know this, but the man who co-wrote and produced this song was Nicky Graham, the same guy who masterminded the musical sound of Bros back in the day.
Wasn't Nicky Graham a Big Brother? No, different one. Blonde hair. Different one. Very different. Younger. It's Ant and Dec, before they became Ant and Dec, that is.
And they actually introduced us at our first gig. Here's PJ and Duncan, and you know all the words to this.
Yes, he's now a TV and film star in Hollywood, but that song gave Sean Maguire the first of 8 top 40 hits during the 90s. 8.
And in 1994, readers voted him Best Male Solo Star. Wow. Was there nobody else that year?
Doubt it. Anyhow, things were changing and Britpop was about to break through in a very big way, so we started to see new categories like Best Indie become important awards.
It meant some of the biggest guitar bands became very unlikely poster boys. Even Blur managed to win the Smash Hits Best Album Award in 1994 for their Park Life LP.
From it, here's their biggest song that year.
Everyone is a top pop poll winner, with plenty more still to come.
Stay right there and the party continues.
Right after this. We're back, it's 1995 and our poll winners pop party continues.
Poll winners pop party. Oh, well done, well said. Now, in the space of 3 years, Take That had become the biggest group on planet pop, taking countless awards for music, fanciful looks, outfits, and the one I never managed to win, Best Haircut.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't. That's the one that always eluded me.
Damn.
I don't know why, look, it's amazing.
But soon, the girls would stage a takeover. I wonder who that could be waiting in the wings to steal their glory.
Anyhow, this was the final year of dominance before their split in 1996. But what a track to be remembered by.
It's certainly true that we never forget them.
There she is, the lady voted Best Female Star of 1995, the one and only Mariah.
Killed a cat. And as we got into the second half of the 90s, girl power grew stronger and stronger.
When it came to choosing the best new act of 1996, one band dominated every reader's poll.
Sporty, scary, baby, posh, and ginger were the biggest breakout act that the world had seen for years. And they went into the awards season with this sitting high on the charts.
It could only be the Spice Girls. We're A1 running down those 90s pop poll winners, year by year.
And we got more on the way next. Hi again, it's Mark and Ben here from A1 guiding you through some poll winners' top pop party picks from the 90s.
You are good at that sentence. I wouldn't even want to attempt it. These Irish boys scooped 6 awards from Smash Hits readers in 1996 after landing themselves 4 top 5 hits that year alone.
They had Father and Son, plus 2 number ones with words and a different beat.
Here's their other biggie, It's Boyzone.
So, these are the superstars of 1997. Backstreet Boys picked up 5 Smash Hits awards that year, and that budget-busting video is still a classic all these years later.
But it didn't pick up the best single. Instead, 3 brothers from Tulsa, Oklahoma won that category.
In fact, the trio also won Best New Act, and the singer Taylor was chosen as the world's most fanciful male.
The world's most fanciful male? The world?
The world? You sure? Have you guessed who they are yet?
I have. It's pure pop. Boom Bop from Hanson.
Everyone is a top pop poll winner, with plenty more still to come.
Stay right there and the party continues.
Right after this. There's the bunch that were voted Best British Band in 1998, the lads from Five, of course.
Next up is the teenage girl who was pretty much unknown at the start of the year, but by the time those voting forms appeared in the pop mags, she had 2 number ones in the space of just 4 months.
A couple of years earlier, she'd been down the roller disco with her mates, skating away to the biggest chart stars. Now, she was one.
Best female 1998 and every young lad's potential girlfriend material. Here is Billy.
Ha! We've never seen so much double denim on display since Shakin' Stevens was around in the 80s. That's 1998's best new act, Bewitched.
Ha! And so, to the final year of the decade, and it's the one where we launched our careers too, taking part in the Smash Hits tour and appearing at the poll winners party along with this bunch.
Just 5 weeks before A1's debut single came out, S Club 7 were at number 1 with Bring It All Back, and they rapidly followed it up with this.
It helped them win Best New Act that year, and it became their sort of theme song, didn't it?
It's true what they said. There ain't no party like an S Club party.
Oh, hey. Britney Spears was the best female star of 1999.
And we're nearly at the end of the decade with our poll winners pop party show.
But with one more small treat to come.
Stay right there.
Thanks for coming back, and thanks for the past couple of hours or so. It's been great fun reminiscing about some of our friends and foes on Planet Pop back in the day.
Well, let's round off these poll winners parties with our own debut single from 1999.
It set us on the road to having 8 top 10 hits in a row, and guess who finally picked up Most Fanciful Male Award in 2001?
Couldn't possibly.
Have a guess who it was. Look at my face and have a guess.
Oh, well, that's just, it becomes so clear. So, where do you keep your oil then?
It's in a very coveted place in my loft, right in the corner. Dust it every 2 years or so.
I was going to say the toilet. Anyhow, here we are when we were just kids, really. Ben was 17, I was 19 when we filmed this, so get ready to sing.
Just one-on-one, that's the way we do it, baby. Be the first to believe.
Just one.